just one way of rewarding you, the pinnacle winners of GE Capital. But the reward for work well done is also the opportunity to do some more. And we're going to need even more of your capable help going forward. It's funny. The toughest thing about success is that you got to keep on being successful. For 2 straight years, Fortune magazine has named GE the most admired company on the planet. That's an amazing feat and a colossal standard we have to live up to. And hold those all-important, powerful GE values near and dear to your heart. And lastly, please have a fantastic time in Hawaii and do some of those fun things you've been wanting to do all those months. You worked around the clock giving GE your best. Congratulations and aloha.
Bob Beanie from GE. Dennis Black from Bender Financial Services. James Calver from Business Development. Lisa Capolisi from Capital Market Services.
While I take his audio or the video.
Duard Cabara from Global Consumer Finance. Dan Coelho from Corporate Finance.
Why is Joe back there again?
Coburn from Capital Market Services. From Commercial Finance. Howie Cure from Financial Guarantee Insurance Company. Katie Curtis from GE Financial Assurance. Marcia Custer from GE Container Finance. Greg Davis from Capital Market Services. Flannery, Equity Capital Group. Jim Redloom from Fleet Services. Darlene Freeman from Americom. Nicola Lambert from the Mortgage Corporation. GE Capital Card Services. John Lepwich, Asia, GE Capital. Deb Lely from Mortgage Corporation. Steve Leonard from Bender Financial Services. Eric Lund, GE Financial Assurance. Rob Methven from GE Financial Assurance.
Now we're on the island of Kauai, I'm sorry. And we're stopping at a spot that's called Sprouting Point. It's called the Garden Island. The first stop is about 8 o'clock in the morning. There's the sprouting. It's cool. Sound
Now, since we are doing a little bit of backtracking here once again, going back to the little town of the wall, there are a couple of things that I didn't tell you about. Must be a Hawaiian. But that really isn't the case. Now, most people are Hawaiian in the sense that, you know, their families have been here for generations. And they have, and it's rated in the top 100 courses in the nation, so it is a very, very good one. And it's very inexpensive. The local residents here on the island can pay, I think it's $35 a month. They can golf here every day if they want to. Now as we come around this little bend in the road, if you can look out in front of the bus, and I realize this will be, you know, kind of difficult for you if you're sitting towards the back, so I'll give you people back there a different view here in just a minute. But for those of you that can't see in the front, there's a mountain directly in front of us now that we call the Sleeping Giant. And if you look at the top of that mountain, or just look at the silhouette, use your imagination a little bit, it looks like a profile of a man laying on his back looking up into the sky. And the highest point up to the left would be his forehead. And as you come down to the right, you can see his bushy eyebrows, long eyelashes, kind of a small little flat nose, and then the rest of the body slopes down towards the right-hand side. And that's called Nonobu. Spelling N-O-N-O-U, Nonobu, the sleeping giant. Now, if you're sitting towards the back, I know it's kind of hard to see in the front, so as we get past these trees here on the left, navigable river in the entire state of Hawaii. You'll see it up here in just a minute. And this Wailua area is also very significant as far as, and there are also several old Hawaiian heiaus also built in the Marquesan style of architecture. And if you look to the left, this is the Wailua River. Then here on the right-hand side, this is Wailua Bay and Wailua Beach area. It's a very popular surfing area for the young kids here on the island, but it's kind of choppy today, so there aren't too many of them out there. There are a few of them out there, though. If you look off in front of us to the right a little bit, you see a few of them out there. And here on the left-hand side, this is the Cocoa Palms Hotel. This is another hotel which is not, but there was a lot of water damage because of the strong winds. Salt water blowing into the rooms did a lot of water damage. And it's really a shame that they haven't reopened that old hotel because it's really got a beautiful Hawaiian atmosphere, probably more so. And here to the right we have the Kapana Sands, Kauai Sands, the Islander on the beach, Kauai Beach Boy. Of course, a tourist-oriented type shopping center here goes along with the development. A lot of shops and restaurants and drinking establishments and theater and everything located in that area. And here to the right, these units that you see here, this is all part of the Plantation Holly Hotel. And up the road here, just a little further on the right in this Coconut Grove, is the Kauai Coconut Beach Hotel. And now we're going to be entering the, the same as you would in a Latin language, like Italian or Spanish. And then you just kind of break the word up where you see the syllables. And you'll probably get them correct, or very, very close to it. Now, just as an example, take the word Honolulu, because almost everybody says that one incorrectly, even the people who live here in Hawaii. And I just said it incorrectly, even though I know better. Because if you were to do what I just said, it would actually be H-O, which would be whole. But you have to be careful if you go over to Honolulu on the island of Oahu, because oftentimes over there the drivers will play a little joke on you. Because after they teach you how to say the words, like I just did, a lot of times they'll pass by a little street over there, which is spelled P-I-P-E-L-I-N-E. And they'll ask everybody to pronounce it after they learn how to do it. And of course everybody wants to say pipeline, but it's actually pipeline, so you got to be careful. Kind of catch you on that one. But seriously though, if you just do what I told you earlier, you'll probably get the words correct. Really not that difficult. And this is the main town, or the main part of the little town, I should say, of Kapaa. And if you recall, a little bit earlier today, I mentioned to you that this is actually the largest town on the island by population. But as you can see, it doesn't have much at all in the way of a downtown area. A few years ago with Dustin Hoffman about the Ebola virus in Africa, the name of the movie was Outbreak. Did a lot of the filming for that here in this area also. Kauai was supposedly someplace in Africa for that movie. Now if you look to the right here, and if you can kind of look back in the direction that we're coming from, in this area along it through here is called White Pulley Flats. Well, I've been fishing along the reef here. Oftentimes you'll see people out there throwing lines or throwing nets, or sometimes they go spearfishing in the area. And this is Kealia Point here on the right-hand side. It's the easternmost point on the island of Kauai. It's the closest point to the island of Oahu. And then this is Kealia Beach down here on the right-hand side. And once again, this is a popular surfing area with the young kids here on the island, but it's just a little bit too choppy today. Waves are not very good at all. You don't see somebody is back, and he would be facing King Kong's back. Once again, just look at the silhouette. Don't look at the whole mountain. Just look at the profile. But it looks like a profile of a hippopotamus. See his big snout and his big bulbous eye and his little ear sticking up in the air, and then the rest of the body comes back towards the right. See that one? Yeah, okay. And then coming down the slope a little bit, this area of the island is very lush and green. All the beautiful beaches, nice waterfalls, just a beautiful part of Kauai. This hill here, I'm going to have to get a real quick glimpse of it because there's really no place that I can pull over and stop and show it to you, so you just have to get a real quick look. But there's going to be a waterfall coming up on your left-hand side. Just about the time I get down here where these yellow road signs are, you'll see a guardrail way up inside the valley to the left here. See it up there? And this is the Kalihiwai Valley that we're crossing right now. It used to be a little village down in there called Kalihiwai. But they have 45 holes of golf here in this development. And we'll take a spin through the resort community here so we can come back up around the other direction and give you a view of the Holly Valley.